sunnah of Umar radiallahu anhu. Before that is the sunnah of our Messenger for 3 days. But the sunnah of the Sahaba is also our sunnah. Because the Prophet said, "Alaykum sunnati wa sunnat khulafa ar-rashidin mahdiyyin min ba'di." Follow my sunnah and follow the sunnah of the 4th khulafa ar-rashidin who are going to come after me. The brothers, they come, they do their best because Ramadan to pray the Taraweeh. Alhamdulillah, it's a good thing. However, coming to Fajr and coming to Isha is much better. We see the Isha prayer 4 lines, 4 people, 5 brothers. But we go to Ramadan and see the Taraweeh, which is Sunnah, and we see the half of 4 masjid. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the thing. So we have to take care of the mandatories, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying us, and do the deeds on a daily basis. Prophet ﷺ said, أَحَبُّ الْأَعْمَالِ إِلَى اللَّهِ أَدْوَمُهَا. أَحَبُّ الْأَعْمَالِ, memorize this hadith with me, and stick it in your heart, because you have to do it on a daily basis. أَحَبُّ الْأَعْمَالِ إِلَى اللَّهِ أَدْوَمُهَا. The most beloved deeds to Allah are the ones that are continuous. Continuous, even if they're small. Even if they're small. You just have to commit to yourself. That's how you're going to be a strong Muslim. That's how you're going to be a strong believer. If you do not have the commitment between you and your Lord, oh Allah, on a daily basis for the next month, I will read 1 page and talk like this. Similarly, the ulama have said, one of the sheikh, I just listened to him, Sheikh Tarazan, big doctor in Egypt. May Allah have peace with him, has a big school, mashallah, and he's volunteering to teach students of knowledge from all over the world. 4-story building, mashallah. A lot of students of knowledge go and travel to him. He said, when the shaitan talks to you, you are thinking about stuff, and you are in bed sleeping 4:30 in the morning. At that time before you're trying to wake up for Fajr prayer and you already made the niyyah, and you're in bed and you're sleeping, shaitan says, no, don't get up, no. Keep sleeping 1 more hour, 1 more hour. You have to talk back. Talk back, even when you're talking about yourself. Don't think that you are crazy. No, talk back. When you're talking back to the shaitan, say, no, I will get up. Just say it. And you see how your mind change will be, and you will get up. If the shaitan says, oh, go watch TV. Only 1 hour, go watch TV. And you can read the Quran 2 hours later. You will think about this stuff. We all do. Even though when we are praying, Prophet ﷺ said the shaitan will come to you. And his name is Khinzab. The shaitan who comes during prayer, his name is Khinzab. And he will start making things and putting thoughts in your mind. And that's normal. It happened even to the Messenger ﷺ. Prophet ﷺ, he prayed 5 rak'ah in 4 rak'ah in the Dhuhr. Prophet ﷺ, he forgot some of the ayat while he was praying. He's a human ﷺ. It happens. And that is why the Prophet ﷺ is teaching us how to deal with the shaitan. And that's how you're going to beat him. When you make a promise to yourself and you commit to yourself on doing something, same thing if we do something about the dunya. Something we do. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be a doctor. I want to be an engineer. Whatever profession you choose. And you stick with college and you work hard and you pay the tuition and you study nighttime hard because you can achieve that piece of paper. And so you can make a living and have a family. The same thing with our deen. Commit to yourself. And which one is better? Put it on a scale. Which one is better? The Yawm al-Akhirah or the degree of this dunya? I have a commitment that I'm going to read the Quran in 1 month. Or the Sahabi said, oh Rasulullah, I can read the Quran in 1 day. Prophet ﷺ, he goes gradually, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He has wisdom. He says, no, read it in 1 month. Because he knows, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the natural instinct in us human, if I read the Quran in 1 day, I will forget about it the next 30 days. So he says, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, read it in 1 month. So, oh Rasulullah, I can do better than that. He said, read it in 2 weeks. Oh Rasulullah, I can do better than that. He said, read it in 7 days. Oh Rasulullah, I can do better than that. He said, read it in 3 days and that's it. That's the sunnah. To read the Quran in 3 days, not in 1 day. Because when you read the Quran in 3 days and you divide it, Ramadan or no Ramadan on a daily basis. Imam Bukhari rahimahullah used to read the Quran 3 times in 3 days in Ramadan. Ahmad ibn Hanbal used to do khitam the Quran once a week. Memorization, not reading. Memorization. Imam Ibn Taymiyyah, when he was in jail, he used to finish the entire Quran in 1 week. Memorization. Until he died in one of the verses while he was reciting. May Allah be pleased with all the ulama of the Sunnah.
Ameen.
أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر لكم فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. So brothers and sisters, race with one another. Not in the dunya, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, race with one another in hastening towards forgiveness from your Lord Allah and paradise, the width whereof is the width of the heavens and earth. Prepared for those who believe in Allah and His messengers. Those heavens, those Jannah, the paradise is prepared for the ones who are believing in Allah and His messengers. So commitment, commitment, commitment between you and your Lord. And as I said, the Messenger of Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, how our revelation was revealed to the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Was it revealed in 1 year, in 2 years? No. Alcohol wasn't haram in Mecca, 13 years. The interest wasn't haram in Mecca for the first couple of years. Even the prayer wasn't. It was La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. For 13 years, Tawheed. Tawheed for 13 years. It was teaching them the Aqidah. It was teaching them how to do the Amal. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the Quran, He said, الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أو الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. Even though before the Medina, they were believers. Even though they was drinking. Drinking was halal at that time. There was no hijab at that time. They went gradually for 23 years. And that's the message I'm delivering to you now. Stick with the book of Allah and seeking knowledge gradually. How hard it is, brothers and sisters, to say Subhanallah wa bihamdih 100 times, and the Prophet ﷺ said, Yaghfirullahu lahu bihal khata'ah. Allah will forgive your sins if you say Subhanallah wa bihamdih 100 times. Prophet ﷺ said, كلمتان خفيفتان على اللسان ثقيلتان في الميزان حبيبتان إلى الرحمن سبحان الله وبحمده سبحان الله العظيم. Prophet's last hadith in Bukhari. Prophet ﷺ said, كلمتان, 2 words. They are very light on the tongue. They are very heavy on the scale in the day of the judgment. They are very loved to Allah. Why don't we do things that Allah loves? What are those 2 words? Subhanallah wa bihamdih, Subhanallah al-Azim. How hard for us to say those 2 words. I'll make you scale in the day of the judgment that is waiting for you. Maybe tomorrow, maybe today, maybe next month. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make a happy end for us and me. Subhanallah wa bihamdih, Subhanallah al-Azim. Brothers and sisters, do at least 1 hour a day. I'm not asking you for much. Start with 1 hour a day in the sake of Allah. This 1 hour a day, I'm doing it for Allah. Close your bedroom, and this 1 hour is for Allah. Read 2 pages, 3 pages of the Quran, whatever you can, but continuous. Prophet ﷺ said, the most beloved a'mal to Allah are the ones that are continuous. You have to do them in continually, every day on daily manners and basis. Prophet you say, I'm going to say Subhanallah wa bihamdih every salah after Dhuhr. And do a program and write it and hang it in your room. The ulama who are of the tafsir or the kuffar, the hafiz, who do the hafid school, they tell his students a way how to memorize the Quran. Either they write, they make them memorize page by first half page, then a page, and they make a time. You have half an hour to memorize 1 page. Because your brain is working and you are memorizing, because you are keeping yourself busy of memorizing that 1 page. Memorize 1 ayah. If you memorize 3 verses a day, 3 verses a day, let's say 15 minutes, 3 verses, you memorize the Quran in 5 years. See, if you do it continuously, 3 verses, and no matter how old you are, no matter how old you are, brain is a brain, yes? The memory will be decreasing, but the more repetition you do, the more your heart will be purified. The more you feel better, because you're not reciting a book of any publisher. You are reciting the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are reading verse after verse, verse after verse, and you see how your heart is going to feel. Like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide us, but Allah to make us love His book more. Ameen. To love His sunnah of His messenger more. And read 1 hadith. Buy Bukhari, borrow your book and read 1 hadith. 1 hadith. You will read 365 hadiths a year of the teachings of our messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Imam al-Sa'di is a big imam in Arabia. He's a mufassir and a faqih. He said, rahimahullah, explaining this verse about racing to Allah and giving the meaning, the example of this dunya, what it is. يخبر الله تعالى, he says, يخبر الله تعالى عن حقيقة الدنيا وما هي عليه, ويبين غايتها وغاية أهلها بأنها لعب ولهو تلعب بها الأبدان تلعب بها الأبدان وتلهو بها القلوب. وهذا مصداقه ما هو موجود وواقع من أبناء الدنيا, فإنك تجدهم قد قطعوا أوقات أعمارهم بلهو القلوب والغفلة عن ذكر الله وعما أمامهم من الوعد والوعيد, يعني اليوم الآخر ويوم القيامة. وتراهم قد اتخذوا دينهم لعبا ولهوا بخلاف أهل اليقظة والمؤمنون الصالحون. These words should be written with gold. He says, rahimahullah, I will try to translate it the best I can. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us in these verses the true meaning of the dunya. The true meaning of the dunya. The dunya is an amusement and a game and a competition and a show-off. The khutbah I talked about last week. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about the true meaning of the dunya. وَمَا هِيَ عَلَيْهِ, and what's in it. And what's going on it. As the Prophet ﷺ said, الدنيا ملعونة ملعون ما فيها إلا عالم ومتعلم وذكر الله. The Prophet ﷺ said, the dunya is cursed. Rasulullah ﷺ has cursed the dunya. The dunya in Arabic means dunya from the word dunu, which is all the way at the bottom. That's what dunya means in Arabic. Something that all the way is in the bottom. Prophet ﷺ said, the dunya is cursed. Whatever is in it is cursed only. Except three things. The alim, the one who seeks knowledge, and the muta'allim, the one who is learning the knowledge, the one who seeks knowledge, meaning students of knowledge. If you read the Quran, you stick to the book of the Quran, like I said, every day you are a student of knowledge. How much knowledge can we find in the book of Allah? And thus you should be within those people and those categories. The alim or the muta'allim. The scholar or the one who is students of knowledge. وَذِكْرُ اللَّهِ, and the remembrance of Allah. That's where you should put yourself in, brothers and sisters. Ask yourself right now, are you among those people? So you won't be cursed. We ask Allah to make us one of those people. Seeking knowledge and remembering Allah is anything better than that. Seeking knowledge and remembering your Lord. There is nothing better than that. All of us can do it. We have tongues, we have brain, we have hands. All the four imams can do it, we can do it. We can do it. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide us. وَيُبَيِّنْ غَايَتَهَا وَغَايَةَ أَهْلِهَا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is showing us the goals of this dunya and what comes after it, the aftermath of this dunya. بِأَنَّهَا لَعِبٌ وَلَهُ, that it's a game and an amusement and a pastime between you. تَلَعَبُ بِهَا الْأَبْدَانِ, our bodies play with it. We always seeking dunya. We can play, we can do things with our bodies, we can enjoy ourselves with our bodies. Sometimes we can forget about worshiping Allah. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying. لَعِبٌ وَلَهُ تَلْعَبْ بِهَا الْأَبْدَانِ وَتَلْهُو بِهَا الْقُلُوبِ. And when the abdan play with it, it will affect the heart. It will affect the heart. Whatever you do with your body physically, definitely it will affect your heart. The more you listen to the haram, the more it's going to affect your heart. It's going to make it weak. The more you listen to the book of Allah, the Quran, and the knowledge, the more your heart will be stronger. Makes sense to us. وهذا مصداقه ما هو موجود وواقع من أبناء الدنيا. And this is what is happening, and we see in our daily basis on the children of the dunya. He called them the children of the dunya. وفي معجم الطبراني, and I will finish the khutbah with this hadith. من حديث النعمان بن بشير النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال: ما منكم من أحد إلا وله ثلاثة أخلاء